everybody, it's me, Jenny Lee again. Thank you for visiting my channel. Today, I'm going to do a drugstore only makeup look. Normally I have a mix and match of some nicer things like Too Faced eyeshadows and certain different things. Mix them with a lot of drugstore makeup too, because I have no main preference. So I like it all. I'm all things makeup. So that'd be really cool to try some, all drugstore makeup. But especially, I found at the Dollar General this new line called Believe. I was trying to see if I had one right in front of me. But it's the Belive Beauty. And I'm in love with all the products. Why don't you please watch this video to see really my impressions of all of the products that I used today. Especially, this is my first time using the Believe eyeshadows. So you'll get to see just how amazed I really was. So watch the video to see how I recreate this look. See you guys later. Or see you guys actually right now. Hi everybody, I'm Jenny Lee. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a quick little makeup look. I say quick, these looks are never quick. None of my looks are quick. But we're gonna throw together a makeup look, and I decided to use all drugstore products. And the reason I got this idea actually is I've been really liking this new line that I found at the Dollar General. It's the Believe Beauty brand. And I look at the packaging. It's so beautiful on the items. And so I really want to try almost a full face. I don't have a foundation or concealer. Well, I do have a concealer. There's a lot of things I don't have, but I'm going to use other drugstore items to fill it in. So we're going to give this a shot. So if you're interested in seeing this, please stay tuned. So we're gonna start off like we do with anything, our primer. And they had this, I've already had this for a little while. I haven't used it that much though. It's a Believe, the brand primer. And it's called the Pretty and Primed Hydrating Primer. And when you squeeze it out, it's actually blue. Look at that. Hydrating primer. This came out right when all the hydrating primers were coming out. So every primer was coming out with a hydrating version, which I have dry skin. So if you have dry skin, you will like a hydrating primer. As if you use a matte primer, I don't do well with matte primers. I can use a matte primer, but a matte primer and a matte foundation together, no go. I don't know if anyone is like that. You can't use two mattes together, but I can't. So once that's fully blended in, we're gonna move right into our foundation. This, I did not have the foundation in the Believe, but I'm going to use LA Girl. This is the Pro Matte. It is a matte, and it's the HD High Definition Long Wear Matte Foundation. This color is a little light, I think, for me, but we're just gonna roll with it. If it's too light, we can darken it up in other areas. And I do also have the Believe little beauty blender. And like always, I like to dot on my foundation. Yeah, this color is gonna be a little off, but not too bad. I can really make it work. Because you gotta think, you go in and add a lot of highlight, darkness with your contour. So let's your powder. And my powder does have a tint that I'm using today. Okay, once you're all polka dotted up, gonna use it. See, this sponge is a little different. It's got the square little tip. I've never used one of those before, so not really sure. It's very soft though, this little beauty bud or sponge. You guys like my little ears? I think I'm gonna pull my hair back. Now matte foundations, you wanna move quickly because they will set up on you. So if you're a mom, do this very quick. Do not run off with it spotted because it'll make it a lot harder, especially if you run off like this and done it before. It does make it a little tough. So if you're gonna use creams, you wanna move into those pretty quickly. Kind of getting used to the sponge. Then I kind of turn on this little side and see if I like that better. want to stipple your foundation. We're gonna move in with our concealer. They have these little pods. At first, I didn't even think that it was concealer. It almost looks like it's eyeshadow. I think it looks more concealer-y on the camera, but to me, it's got a very orange color. But it says it's light to medium, and it's supposed to brighten up, and it's gonna color correct. So it gets us, like, if you have darkness, which I have a little bit of darkness, not really, but we're gonna use it and see. So I'm gonna use a foundation brush, like a concealer brush and a foundation brush. I'm telling you, when I turn on this camera and push record, I cannot say one word right. Like, my whole English vocabulary goes out the window. I just mumble. I don't know why that is. But I'm like that, like, when I'm talking to people too, like friends and stuff, I get the same way. I think I get overly excited. I get overly excited to talk to somebody, I think. I sit here and talk to kids all day. Not even, I have all boys, so it's not like they're talking to me that much. Well, actually, I'm kind of liking that so far. I don't think I'm gonna highlight like I would with this, since the color is orange. I more or less wanna put this just where I'm wanting to color correct. Like right here, I have like some vein areas. So I have a scar right here that I already put a little bit. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of another concealer just to add my highlight area, since I'm not using that to do that part. I'm gonna go in with the Be Bright, and this is a Koki. Now, I didn't get this at Walmart. This came in an Ipsy bag, but this is supposed to be like a drugstore kind of item. Some drugstores do have this item in like certain states. Here in Florida, I don't think we have the drugstores that do, but you can order it online. And I'm gonna just like do a little dot like that over where I did the orange. The orange, that concealer, that Believe concealer. Just so you know, I still have that brightness there too. And then we're gonna go back in with our beauty blender, our little weird one, which I'm still not sure about this guy yet. It's nice for this part. Now I'm really liking it for the eye. It just perfectly, look at that. Now this is really nice for that part. Maybe I should have flipped it to this side when I was doing the whole face. Wow, I actually really like that. These Believe products so far are really good. I've heard people say good things about them. Like I said, I've used them a little bit, but I have an eyeshadow palette that we're about to use. So I'm excited for that. I've not used an eyeshadow palette. I don't even know if I've used an eyeshadow. I don't think so. We're gonna go in. I do have this Believe Beauty. It's more of a glow stick. I kind of got it for a contour stick. We're gonna use it a little bit for contour. As you see, you know, it's more of like a tan shimmer, I think. Oh, it's not so bad right there. Just gotta rub it good. And I'm going around my face with it, all the places where you would want that contour, which is like what your sun would hit. And it's where you naturally kind of have the shadows in your face. And this is gonna help like chisel my face in, make it look a lot skinnier. And that nice defined jawbone. It's like getting a facelift for free. Or not a facelift, but like, you know, lipo. And those jawbones. You want to add it under your jaw. This is going to define your jawline. And a little bit right there. Just don't forget to blend it out. I've done that before. And you have like little spots. Oh, my nose. I'm really bad about forgetting that one. I'll do that right there, which this color's not so bad. You can't overly tell. And I'll get in the car hours later and notice I have a little brown dot there. Yeah, not good. Can you say brown noser? Literally. So I'm gonna go in a little bit with the Physicians Formula. 1-2, because it's a little darker, so I'm gonna get the more defined look that I'm wanting. I thought it'd be nice to kind of mix both of them. Yeah, I think that's gonna look really nice having them both mixed. So to blend that, instead of the Beauty Blender, I like to go in with this NYX Professional brush. This is my favorite brush for this part, because it blends it out, but without taking out too much pigment. As the Beauty Blender, I don't know why, I feel like it takes out too much of the pigment when I used it. Well, not this one, I never particularly used this one before, but. I'm just gonna blend that in real nice. This foundation is very lightweight. I'm actually really liking it. Get my brown nose. No brown noser here today. And I was actually never a brown noser growing up. Maybe my 11-year-old, he happily admits he's a brown noser. And it's so funny because everywhere we go, we'll run into not teachers, but substitutes. And every one of them just love him. They come up to him, oh, Noah. And he'll say, nobody likes her. No one likes the substitute. But they all, for some reason, love him. I'm like, how come no one else likes them but you? She's like, oh, because everyone thinks they're mean. I'm like, but you don't? He's like, oh no, they're so nice. It's just so funny. He's my little brown noser too. He's really just a sweet boy, you know? See how good? Look, the color's already like looking perfect. So don't get freaked out like when you start your makeup routine if the color looks too light, because it'll probably work out. All right, so now what we're going to do is quickly, I'm gonna do a little highlight, and I'm gonna use this LA Girl Luminous Glow Skin Illuminator. And I really like this stuff. Used it a few times before and I really liked it. It just gives that nice glow without being too heavy. It's one thing I like about the LA Girl products that I've noticed is they're really nice without being too heavy. But like that look I'm always going for. It's like good coverage and like it shows, but without showing too much. Now for this part, I am gonna take the Beauty Blender. I feel like the highlight just blends better with a sponge. But like sometimes when you blend highlight with other kind of brushes, it moves the makeup around. I don't know why. You know, that's why you play around with makeup and you'll learn what works for you. Little tricks that you know. And it might be different for everybody. So you just gotta go with a trick that works for your face. Excited about this Believe, this is the blush. It's supposed to color the concealer. That was the concealer. That's the blush. Right? And you really see the oranges with them together. But look at that pretty, like, orange. And that's so pretty. The color is called Tropical Sunset. So I'm really excited for this. I think I'm just gonna go in with my finger, to be honest. My hands are clean, and it's my face, so. If I was doing someone else's makeup, I probably would use a brush or something. Ooh, it's very creamy. Look how pigmented, creamy. I like to put a little blush on my nose, and I like to bring a little bit up on my forehead. And we'll use our NYX again to just lightly blend that in. And tap lightly. You do not want to tap too hard because you're just gonna buff that right out. It's like people, like when they have the creams, a lot of people say they don't like them. Like, I don't see that they do anything. Well, They're probably buffing them out too much. Oof. Oof. Took my eye out. Now we can go and set our face. And I won't do the other bronze on my powder stuff until I've done my eyes. So this is where I jump up to the eyes. So the first thing we want to do in our eyes is we need to rub out the crease from the foundation. Really, it's not bad with this foundation because it's matte, but we want to put a little powder there just to be on the safe side. So I like to wipe the eye out just to make sure it is all smooth, and then dip it in whatever powder I'm using. Just a little bit. Sometimes I put too much. You don't really need much. And like I said, especially with this foundation. So I'm gonna try and not use a lot of powder. A lot of times I feel like the foundation just stays very sticky and that I need a lot of powder. This powder also is the Fit Me Maybelline. I have the powder in the lid, or I'll show you the lid. I've heard a lot of good things about this powder. It's supposed to be like a dupe of the Laurier Mercier, I can't say it, but that powder that everybody's loving right now. So they're saying that this is like a very close dupe. So I was excited. I never tried the other one, so it's not like I would know if it's a dupe, but I'll tell you if it's good. And this is my first time using it. I just got it yesterday. I'm normally like a little hesitant to spend money on powder. I stick with the Airspun because it looks like you get that big tub. Because I just use a lot, but I want to start getting more of a higher quality powder maybe, so I won't have to use as much. So now that I'm starting to kind of age a little bit, and I'm up in my 30s, guys, I really need to stop using so much powder. So, all right, we're gonna powder my face. We'll try to go lightly, as I was saying that I need to do that. And I'm just gonna take a Wet n Wild powder brush and get any excess off. Oh wow, it looks really nice. Because I don't know the other foundation. See, I told you guys, I cannot talk when this camera's on. I don't know what it is, but... And I like put words together, which I've always had a bad habit of that. Like when I'm talking to my friends, so I think I get overly excited. Like I was talking about, we're going out to dinner. I'm like, oh, we're going to go to Appleback. I'm sure y'all can put together what Appleback is. Or what it was supposed to be, Applebee's and Outback. Get it? I think I'm funny sometimes, even though my 15-year-old says I'm lame. So, says I'm a lame mom. And I'm gonna take this little brush, which I really love this one. It's an e.l.f. Little powder brush that's a little guy. I'm gonna put them under my eyes. Kind of baking, but we're gonna bake a lot less than we normally do. Because I normally like really cake it on. Oh, love it. And with this powder, you really don't need to. And the only reason I cake it on is so my eyeshadow doesn't have fallout. I can wipe it out. But I think I'll be able to do that even if I don't have like 10 pounds on, you know? But look how good that looks. Look how smooth. And if you ever watched me do my makeup before, you know how powdery I would look at this stage. And I don't. And I have a good amount of powder on. Wow. My neck. It looks so good already. All right, so we're gonna jump right into our eyeshadows. So now we're gonna get to the best part, and we're gonna use this new eyeshadows. Look how pretty they are. Got some powder and stuff on them, but they look so pretty. I'm excited to try them. So let's see. We're gonna start with this little beige for a transition color. Ooh, already like very, very pigmented. So far, I'm actually loving these products. They're very affordable, and I've not tried anything that has not been a decent product. Oh, I even had a nail polish that I had on not too long ago, and I really liked it. It's like a wannabe kind of gel one. Oh, that looks so good. Look at that. That was like one swipe. Like, look how good that already looks. I tried a palette earlier today. I was playing around with it and it was actually a more expensive palette. I'm not gonna say which one because I need to play around with it some more and I did not like it. It wasn't very expensive, but it was more than this. I think this was $4, maybe $5 at the most. I'm trying to see if they still had the price on it. It was, most of the products, all of them are $4. Their foundation, everything is like $4 to $5. I mean, there's some things a little cheaper, of course, but I haven't seen anything more than that. And I did not need to do it that many times. You saw it went on right away. So I'm going to take just the same brush and I'm going to go into this darker purpley shade. They don't seem to have names, do they? It says peel here, so it might have names under it. No, it was just it was just what they're made of. And with this shade, I'm going to just go in the crease, not the whole thing. I'm just going to go in this back part. And right now I'm just packing it on. I'm not blending like I was before. I'm packing. Alright, now I'm going to start kind of swirling it a little bit to kind of blend it. Just a little bit. If you swirl too much, you're going to get it too high already. And even though I have the space to go, we're not wanting to take it there. And that is easy to do when you have a dark color. Sometimes I'll look uneven, but one eye I have is more hooded than the other, so that can make it look a little hard to even be able to tell. I think I'm also gonna go in with this orange in the inner actually. Let's try it. Let's be extra. I'm not gonna go all the way down, I think, just kind of almost like in the middle. And just kind of mesh it right to where the reddish color goes. Same thing for the other eye, of course. Let me go back into this dark color, just a little bit. And darken just a little bit of the lid. Like just a little slice of it, almost half, but not quite. And I'm still kind of using this brush for right now. In a minute, we'll go to a different one. This is actually the Morphe M330, and I really like this one. It's really good to blend and all the things, really. But it can blend the biggest areas, and it kind of is good to get in the small ones, too. Some brushes, I would need like 4 different blending brushes, a smaller, a medium. I don't know why this one just works really good for all your situations. And I really haven't switched the brush yet since all the colors kind of are being blended together anyway. And when I get to the lid and stuff, it'll be a little different. You'll see if you stay that long. And I'm just barely dipping when I'm going back into the color. Like I'm just hitting the brush just a little bit. Just has a little something on it while I'm blending. But you don't need to do that, but I'm a little extra. And I'm gonna take this little like brush guy. It's kind of pointed, but it's a little fluffy. It's a Morphe. It doesn't really have a number. Some of the gold ones. I'm not really sure which collection this came out of. I really don't. It's just a basic one, or I get a lot from the holidays from my mom, so I don't know. But I'm in need some new Morphe brushes. Well, just got some Jeffree Stars that my mom just got me for her birthday. So again, I'm going in with this shade. It's not the shimmery one. It's the kind of It's got a sheen to it, but it doesn't have the pressed glitter like the other one. That'll be like my lid shade. I'm gonna go in and fill in that little area that we left. Just a little bit. Of course, the other eye. Now I'm going to use this pointy little brush that I have. It's a Morphe brush too. So I'm going to kind of follow how I did first. I'm going to go with from my bottom lash line. I'm going to go with the brown, the one that I used to build up my crease. I'm just very lightly going to sweep it across the bottom line. All right, same brush still. Now I'm gonna go into the darker. And I always keep a towel on my lap and I keep wiping my brush just a little bit to get the shadows off, but you know, it comes pretty clean. They're a little powdery. I'm not using wet ones or anything. Now when you wet the eyeshadows, it does make it a little harder. Then you might, need to clean your brushes or use different brushes when switching colors, but it works out good. All right, like I said, I'm gonna go back in with that dark color. Back into this color, which is a very pretty champagne color. All right, so the setting spray that I'm actually going to use is this Mega Glow Facial Toner, and I'm going to use this for my setting spray, and this is what I use to spray my brushes. Well, actually, I spray the table or I spray my little area and then I dip my brush in it and then I dip it in the shadow. Sometimes I just spray directly on my brush, but it really just depends. It's almost easier just to spray the table. All right, now we're going in with this really pretty color right here. It's almost like this champagne one, but it has more pieces of glitter in it, it looks like. So that's why you definitely wanna wet your brush with anything that looks like it has chunks of glitter so it's gonna stick. And sometimes you all do kind of a cut crease or use some glitter glue, but these shadows have been really good. And I'm just gonna wash this off when I'm done, so this should work. Oh yeah. Oh wow, that's so pretty. Again, that went on better than the one swipe of the Natasha that I did. Just saying. I mean, the Natasha built up nice, but look at that. I'm gonna be building this up. This is really impressive. I have to look up this company and see what it's about. Never actually heard of them until more recently. And all their packaging is just so beautiful. But at first I was a little weary just because the pricing was so good and how pretty it looks. So it makes you, a little hesitant. They have a few other little palettes too that I'm gonna have to check out, like a nude one. This was their pink one, their Love Struck one. Or anything like this one, because so far I'm liking it. The color just all really work together. It's very rare that I can use almost the whole palette. Only one shade in here that I actually did not use out of 6 shades, so that's pretty impressive that I was able to use all of them in one look. But you could easily use that other shade if you wanted to in this look. I'm just keeping it simple. I'm only using 5, not 6. That's simple, guys. That's simple. I'm loving the sheen. It has that wet shadow look. I know I'm wetting my brush and everything, but normally it still goes to a powdery look. And I'm loving that. I'm always kind of looking for that look. I'm trying to read what it says. Is there a smooth and blendable texture that you can create both a classic and playful look that can go from day to night. Yeah, and that's very believable. This is a very good day to night palette. I'm just gonna touch it up a little more. Just really to make sure it's all even. Look at that. I think of how pretty this is. Like, no exaggerations. So what's so great about when you try a product for the first time on camera, you're getting real reactions. Like, I wasn't expecting, especially this lead shade or any of these shades to really, I knew it was gonna be good, but I didn't expect it to be this good. Like when I did the Natasha, I expected it to be a lot better than what it was. For $25 for, is it 4 or 5 shades? And this was $4 or $5. Big difference. Now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, and I'm gonna go up here. Let me get a different brush for that part. I'm actually just gonna use this little brush, this little pointy kind of shader brush. I'll go do my eyebrows and stuff later. I do have a eyebrow product, so I am gonna try to do my eyebrows, well, a little bit. It's like a little tint. So, and I don't normally do anything to my eyebrows, so that'll be interesting. I'm gonna go back in with my little brush, and I'm gonna take the powder off and the extra that I left on there before I go and do my eyeliner and stuff. Look how good the foundation, that powder, everything looks really good with this makeup look tonight. It's just going very nicely. All right, my e.l.f. eyeliner, the only one that I'm good at. It's a liquid. Yeah, that one kind of snaked on me. When it does that, then you're in all kinds of trouble. You can get messy really quick. Yeah, like that. Now I'm using a Wet n Wild black eyeliner. Because my eyes are kind of closed. I only want to do the inner corners, go all the way. It makes them look even more shut, so, and more wonky, not a good idea. Now we're gonna mascara up. And I'm gonna use the Lash of the Day. This is a really good, nice mascara, especially like if I curl my lashes. This is a good everyday mascara that I really like. And I have straight eyelashes. They're long and kind of thick, but they're just super straight, just like my hair. And even when I curl with the eyelashes, the eyelash curler, it doesn't last long. Like I said, it's just like my hair. Now, since we're only using our drugstore products, I'm going to use the L'Oreal. I need to put some subtitles down on the bottom for you guys. L'Oreal Paris Bronze, please. And I just love this. Look how pretty that color is. Like, is that not just so pretty? I saw this. Actually, I'm gonna swatch this one for you. It just has that golden sun kiss, you know, look at that. I really, really, really like this. I saw it a long time ago, and I was really eyeballing it at Walmart. They had a lot of bronzer, so I didn't buy it, but my sister bought it, and she gave it to me. Somehow she bought 2, I guess. I think she thought it was a different color, because she likes to just collect makeup. All right, so I'm gonna go in with, this is a fluffy like bronzer brush. It's called a Complex Culture Press and Set Bronzer. Got this from an Ipsy bag, I think, or a FabFitFun bag. I don't really remember. FabFitFun box, actually. But I like it. Okay, and there's not a lot of fall off on this or anything. So first we're gonna press it. The brush says press and set. I always like to do that when you're first going in, like with a bronzer or something, so you don't get it too heavy. Especially on that first dip right out of your pan. So once you start getting it on splotchy, it's really hard to blend. Even with some of your best products. And it's something very soft that's just like building up very nice. So it's a really good bronzer for, you know, like beginners. Or something you just want that, you know, natural. And I'll start like kind of blending it here in a minute. Once it's to the kind of darkness I want it to be. Then that's when I'll go blend. And right now I'm just really doing this part of my face. Now I'll go to the other spots and then we'll buff that in. Just make sure I bring it down the neck. And then just like I did the eyeshadow, I just barely tap it in there when I go to blend. Now I'm gonna use this LA Girl. It's the Island Hottie. So it's got a lot of powder on it. You guys see how much powder I use around this place? And it looks like this. Isn't that very pretty? And I think I'm going to use this real shimmery one right here because I like a good shimmery blush. All is just looking so good together. Like, you guys want a beachy look, you gotta buy these products. And they ain't gonna break the bank. I mean, they're all so affordable. Like, you can even buy all the brushes that I used. And save some money. Put a little up here. So I kind of like to make it like it's more like a sun look. Now that we're done with our blush, let's see. Where's our highlight? Did I get a powder highlight? All right, I guess we're gonna use the highlight in this little Rimmel 3 palette that I have. This is a nice powder. It's not too bad. I mean, it's not my favorite. I can even see where I swatched it. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not my favorite. It's kind of powdery. I'm not a big fan of a real powdery looking highlight. One brush. Going in with my nice little highlight from Wet n Wild brush. Not too bad. But this blush already has like a sheen to it, so. It's not the worst, like I said, but this is not like my favorite. I really did like the bronzer and the blush in here a lot, as you can tell, but just was not a fan of the highlight. But if you like that more powdery highlight, then this is for you. But I mean, it does have a highlight, you know, like you really see it there. But don't forget that blush had highlight in it too, so it could be coming from that too. Wow. All right, now let's try out our little brow product real quick before we do our lips. Now who knows how this is gonna go. It's just real simple. It's like a little brow tint. So hopefully it doesn't go too wrong. I'm just putting a little So Juicy lip plumper from ColourPop on my lips. I think I'm gonna get them plumped before we put our lipstick on. So this is the product. It's Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt. So and that's what I need. That's why I really don't do my brows. Like I just don't have time for it, and it just becomes all complicated. And I mean, I have brows. It's not like I don't have no brows like some people, but I do know I should do more with them. So let's see if we like this. And it is like a dark brown, a deep brown it says. I'm gonna comb them up first, I guess, and then I'll comb them down. Which I know some people leave them up. I don't know if I like that. Because mine are kind of spiky even down. I think I'm liking this so far. Now this is the bad brow. the one that, you know, I always have trouble with, so kind of one of the reasons why I don't do them. I'm actually liking this. Like, it didn't do a whole lot to them or anything. It just added that little bit of color that the foundation takes out, and that's exactly what I needed, was just something to kind of put some color back in them. I gotta comb my eyelashes. Because even though I do mine before I do my eyeshadow and stuff, they need to be done again a little bit, because I have straight lashes. See the difference? Beautiful? Not so much. And I don't press too hard once I have my eyeshadow on and stuff, because I don't want to wreck my eyeliner, of course. And it's just so cheap. I'm not really sure even where I got this eyelash curler, but somehow I'm like always breaking them. All right, now I'm gonna go in with some setting spray, the same one that I used for my brushes, the Mega Glow from Wet n Wild. I don't know why I opened my mouth, but I did. Ooh, this one. I don't know if I've sprayed my face directly with this in a long time, because I'm very, very, very happy. Ooh, I probably should have done my lips first before I sprayed my face, but that's okay. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. I kind of go back and forth. And I'm gonna wipe the makeup out of my hair. I'm gonna get that gloss off my lips. And see how much it really did kind of plump them up. And my hair stuck to my lips. And the lip gloss really protected the foundation from getting on my lips. And even though you can wipe the foundation off, I feel like it still like gives this like cakey layer that I just, no matter what, can't get rid of. And then it gets into the corners of my mouth and it's just a whole cakey situation. So lip gloss really helps that. And you might as well use like a plumping one while you're doing it. So get some plumpiness in the meantime. All right, I'm gonna use this Rimmel Tiramisu. I think it's Rimmel, let me double check. Yeah, Rimmel London 1000 Kisses Tiramisu. It's just like a nice kind of nudie pink, which is like my favorite go-to for lipstick, is like a nudie pink. And I don't always on my lips, so I just feel like they're really weird right here. I don't know, I just don't like it. And I feel like it's kind of hard to line it. But I do like the look when I do. I mean, when the look comes together. All right. And now I'm going to take this Stay Satin that I got on clearance for $2.50. And it's, I think by Rimmel too. Yes, it is. And it's, does it say the name of the color? Shoulder Pads. Oh, I love that name, and that's so cute. It kind of reminds me of shoulder pads too. That's funny. Oh wow, I like that. So that looks so nice, and it makes my lips just look so much bigger. So here's the finished look. We are done. So here's our final look. How does it look? You know, I kind of messed up on the eyeliner a little bit, but we just ended up doing a thicker wing, which really didn't look that bad. There's our finished look. Thank you guys again for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to my page. I'm trying to get, my goal right now is 100 subscribers. I have only 2, new channel, but I'm gonna work really hard. So get me to 100 and I'm gonna give a little giveaway. Thank you so much again for watching my channel, and see you next time.